Welcome everybody to the Prolonged Engagement Show, where the subscribers are made up and the views don't matter. As always, you are with the two greatest people to ever come out of the prolongedengagement.com, Kyle.
And Sarah.
And you can follow us on Twitter. My handle is at SoundOverlord and Sarah's at
the Dark Raven 13.
And you can follow the show at TPE_show. Go to theprolongedengagement.com for all audio and video, and go to youtube.com/theprolongedengagement show to like and subscribe and tell your friends and all of that good stuff. So this is going to be our first episode. Yesterday I put out this lovely video of telling you how we're going to do these new things to where we're going to do one topic per show, and the shows are going to be shorter, and we're going to do them Monday through Thursday. So today is Monday's episode, and we are going to start it by talking about our trip to New York.
Yes.
So, without further ado.
Yeah. Last Friday.
No, not last Friday.
No.
The Friday before last.
It's already been that. I'm so confused. Okay. We were in New York.
You're confused because today is Saturday.
Yes.
Yet, to everyone else, today is Monday.
I'm really confused. Oh, well,
Okay, so yesterday was Friday.
Yes.
So go a week back.
Yes.
That Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm smart, I swear. I just don't do days. I don't do time well. But we were on our way to New York.
Mm-hmm.
We took the wiener with us.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is shit, by the way.
Huh?
I'll get into that. Go ahead.
I like taking her with us. She's a good girl.
No, she's great. You know, the city does not treat her well, though.
No. It is not her city.
No. Not at all.
She's not a city girl. Well, she's a city girl, but she's not a New York City girl.
She was fine in Chicago, but Chicago is
Chicago.
This is a completely different city.
She loves DC too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were on our way to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And we got there.
Mm-hmm. Man, riveting.
I know. I don't know how to explain this, but we got
flew
there.
To New York.
But shut the fuck up.
Got there.
Shut the fuck up. So, yeah. This was actually the first time we've ever done something like this before. We've never met up my parents in a city.
Right. So your mother was on a
work.
There was a conference, right?
Yep.
I think it was like a privacy conference or something like that.
Something for her job.
And so she said, "Oh well, you know, we'll get you some tickets to come up here and see some Broadway shows and eat
some
food,
fantastic food,
and things like that." So and then of course we had to take the wiener with us. So
yeah, because I'm a worry mommy parent.
So eventually, there's that person that we have that we need to talk to about, you know, keeping her here.
I know we do.
And boarding her in her, it goes to her house, right?
Yeah.
But you know, since we haven't, you know, done any consultation with her or anything, we haven't set up there. Plus, they didn't like get the tickets until like the very last minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
at least for us.
No, like. Her,
oh no, that's right.
Even her signing up for the conference was like the last minute. I think it was like 2 weeks in advance or something like that. So there was like no way that we could even get.
We could get a babysitter. We
could get a dog sitter at that point. It's just no. But we got that was probably the worst landing I've had
ever.
It was really bad. And
we've flown a lot.
Yeah. But
that was the worst landing ever.
I've flown more this year than any other year prior, I think.
But that's because we moved.
Yeah. So let's see. What?
No,
that's not right. Because I flew more last year, right? Because
No.
it's San Francisco and then
Oh, if you're talking distance-wise, yes. Last year was more.
I don't remember. Anyway, well, so the guy was coming in really, really hot. We flew from DCA to LaGuardia, and
If
so LaGuardia is in.
our flight was only about less than an hour.
Oh yeah, it was like 50 minutes. It was nothing.
It was
I mean,
really
it took us
cool.
forever to get out of here because for some reason they only had one runway open at DCA,
Yeah.
which was crazy.
Which was, I think, was the weather here.
I don't know what was
'Cause
going
we were
on
having
with
pretty
that.
bad weather.
I think it was just the runways were wet, so they had one that was good, and
Safe.
I have no idea what was going on with that. But
But
I think maybe the other runway kind of goes towards the Potomac,
maybe.
and I think that if they would have
Done that,
used
that would have been very
and
dangerous
it
and such.
skid and plane go into the Potomac, not a good idea. So,
Yeah.
but they didn't stop the
But-
guys from LaGuardia.
No.
The plane came down. He was coming in really hot, and normally they come in slowly, and then it's just a little bump, and then it
You're
goes-
on.
then
No.
this one was like, it came in, it just dropped hard onto the on the asphalt there. I was like, holy
We bounced too.
crap.
We
yeah,
bounced.
Yeah, it went, and then it bounced a little bit and came back down, and then he freaking like stomped down on the brakes too, because it was like doing a quick stop when you're in the car.
Mhm.
The
brake check.
Yeah, when you go to when you're doing the quick stop when you get your driver's license,
Oh yeah.
and you have to speed up 20 miles an hour and then like hard
Hit it hard.
hit it hard. It was like that. So not only did he hit the ground hard, but then he like stopped it really, really fast, and we were like, getting. I mean, my whole body was going forward.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. And I've never had it stop like that. And I was just like, "What are you doing, buddy? Just slow the plane down before you come in."
Yeah. I just feel like he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Maybe it was just I don't know.
He was trying to get us there on time or something like that.
Well,
and
that was probably another thing. He was going fast, and he didn't
he didn't time it right and
anyway.
all that good stuff.
Anyway, it wasn't
But
it wasn't a good landing, but the flight was fine though.
Fight was really nice.
Yeah, the flight was fine. But and then we had to get taxi drivers are freaking insane.
That's just how New York is.
Oh my god.
If you're not praying for your life in the taxi cab, the driver's not driving correctly.
I like how there are no lanes in
No,
New
you have
York
to make
City.
your own.
You just make your own.
No, let us explain first.
You literally
There
make
is-
your own.
There is actual physical lanes.
Yeah, there's not.
They have the dotted lines.
Where?
I've seen them.
Oh no, I don't think so.
But it just tells you this is the right side, that's the left side. That's all those are for.
There's like 3 lanes of traffic, and then sometimes they turn into 4 lanes in the space of where 3 lanes are supposed to be. So it's like and it's all because of the taxi drivers trying to get around everybody.
Yeah.
And then so you end up being like, I mean, literally this far from the car next to you. Oh, you can't see that far from the
That's about correct too.
That was ridiculous. And
they speed.
and then they get to the point where I don't know how they get the cars that they do, because they're all like driving hybrids now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
how? I mean, I don't know how much power a hybrid has, but those things they'll get up and go though.
Oh yeah.
They hit the gas on those things. And then they step on the brakes real hard. It's
and you sit there and pray for your life.
But oh god, it's real bad. And so we stayed at where the
A
Residence
Residence
Inn on
36th and
it was like
6th?
6th Avenue or something like that.
Something like that.
Near the theater district. And we were right next to Bryant Park.
Yes. 'Cause that's where you took this little one,
I took her there once.
Kyle.
And I was freaking pissed at that. Yeah, I know. She's a good girl. And
She's like a baby doll.
yeah. So, well, in New York is a shit town when you talk about dogs. It's probably like the least dog friendly city I've ever seen in my life. 'Cause there's no grass to speak of,
No.
and the
There's
grass.
not even trees.
No, there's
except
no.
for in the parks.
There's no trees and there's no grass, except for in the parks, and you can't walk your dogs in the parks.
Yeah.
So,
Which is stupid.
so the dogs are relegated to pissing and shitting on the sidewalks
Yeah.
where people are walking.
And there's a lot of people walking.
And there's a lot of people walking all the time. Like there's a shit ton of people walking during the day. And then you would think, when it gets near nighttime,
people start to go in and go to
yeah,
bed.
you'd think that, but no.
They're just as out.
It's the same amount of people, no matter what time of the day you go. The cool thing I like about the nighttime, though, is when you go into Times Square at night,
It
literally looks like daytime. Because
Except
of
for
all
the sky's dark.
Yeah, the sky is dark, but everything around you looks like the daylight. That's just cool. Because of all the
LEDs and
the signs and things of that nature that are all lit up in there. And so Alfie is not used to that going to the bathroom on the streets.
I'm sorry, this doesn't tell everyone how she acts.
She's, oh my god. And so, well,
You see the
Bryant Park was not like right across the street. It was
a block.
it was across the street and a block down. So I'm walking her the first time I took her over there, it was okay. I had her in my arms because we were there in the middle of the day and there were so many people out and I was afraid that she was going to get stepped on. So I carried her all the way over to Bryant Park and then I put her in the there's not even grass in Bryant Park other than like this big grassy area, and the area literally says no dogs on the grass. It doesn't say don't let your dogs pee on the grass or poop on the grass. It's no dogs on the grass, period.
Kyle,
What?
you activated Siri.
I don't know what you mean by I carried her all the way over to Bryant Park and then I put her in there's not even real grassy area and the area literally says no dogs on the grass. Just say
Oh my god. How about a web search for I don't know what you mean by I carried her all the way over to Bryant Park and then stupid Siri. Screw yourself.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, so it says no dogs on the grass at all. But it does not have this sign posted for the little clover area that was there.
Yeah.
So I put her.
Hear me, can you?
So I put her in the clover, and there was no one around. Oh, I mean, it's New York City. Everyone's around. But I mean, there wasn't anybody from the park.
There.
Like, no police officers, no
park attendants.
no park attendants, no anything like that. And so I just kind of put her in there. She decided to go pee, but she did not poop.
She doesn't poop in New York. She gets scared.
That poor thing. She gets so scared and so pent up in that city that she just does not release.
No.
So that was a real problem. But
When we got home.
yeah, when we got home though, it was all over.
Yes.
So she peed in that clover area, and then I brought her back to the hotel. That night when we took her out again, I walked with your daddy over to Bryant Park, and she ended up, and so the park was closed, so they actually had it chained off to where you can't go in. So I'm like, oh well, damn, now I can't go into the clover area. And so luckily she had decided that she couldn't hold it any longer.
Mm-hmm.
And so she pooped out little tiny pieces of poo onto the sidewalk. And then so we had to grab
our bags.
No, we didn't take a bag out with
You
us.
didn't take a
'cause we didn't
bag?
have bags. But there was a newspaper stand those machines that you get your newspaper out of, you know.
Yep.
There was the China Times and the Korean Times, and these were in Chinese and Korean. New York, go figure. So
Don't they have like every
the
language?
China Times was 25 cents. The Korean Times was 50 cents. So your daddy got the China Times and ripped off a piece and then, picked it up and threw it
Tossed
away.
it.
And so he was laughing his ass off that we had bought a China Times newspaper in order to pick up poop. Yeah.
It's New York. You got to survive somehow.
So, but the following day when I took her out, I walked her over to Bryant Park. And this was like beginning of the day. So we're talking 9 o'clock or something like that. And so I walk her over there, and there's this Asian guy who is cleaning up with his, picker upper thingy that's got claws on it, right? And
She wants you to hold her.
she's a good girl. And so I put her in the clover, and there's police officers there too. So I put her in the clover, and the police don't say anything about it. I was like, well, all right, well, we're good. We're all good. And then this shitty little Asian guy comes up to me and says, "Yo, get dog out of there. You can't walk dog in park. Get out." And I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, he seriously said, "You cannot walk dog here. Get out." And I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yep.
You could you didn't have to
You
didn't
can
have
say
to
it in a nicer
yeah
way.
you didn't have to yell at me like that, you fucking dick. And so it was like that made me extremely angry. I don't know why he couldn't have just said, "Sir, you're not allowed to walk your dog here. Can you please remove your dog from the park? There's no dogs allowed in the park." And then I would
There's
have been
dogs
like,
allowed in the park.
"No,
They're not allowed in the
I
grass.
don't think that they're allowed in there."
Not on Bryant
No,
Park?
no. He told me to get out of the park.
Oh.
So he told me to leave the park, as in there's no dogs allowed in the park. I'm just like,
Jackass.
I would never speak to anybody like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Damn it.
it just made me severely upset. And then so I took her back to outside of the hotel, and I just walked her until she was like, "I can't hold it anymore. I gotta go." So she ended up peeing on the sidewalk, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is, because people walk there all day.
People are walking there, and then
Uh-oh.
New York is when you're talking about cleanliness of a city, it's probably dead last, because it is a disgusting city.
That in L.A.
I've never been to LA, so I can't really say anything about it, but I mean fucking disgusting, because they don't give you, and there are dogs. I've seen dogs there.
I see a lot of dogs.
So these dogs are, and then there was like a dog on 44th or whatever. I think that's where we were.
What is?
There was a dog on 44th Street.
Yeah.
And 8th. That's like smack dab in the middle of the theater district. These are people there's people walking around there in suits, going to shows,
dresses and
in dresses and high heels and stuff. And there's a dog peeing on the sidewalk, because why? The dog doesn't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
So you're relegated to having your dog pee on the sidewalk. And then
that's embarrassing for them.
Yeah, and then they poop on the sidewalk, and of course you have to pick that up, but still, they're pooping on the sidewalk. And you can't pick up pee at all.
No.
And
Which sucks.
And then all the homeless are relegated to doing that as well. They're relegated to finding a spot in the city to where they can just,
do their business.
because
away.
there are no public restrooms in New York City. They don't exist. So, it's just
It's just not clean.
It's just not clean. And then and they don't have designated trash things either, to because the buildings, every single block
Is full of building.
is covered in the edge of a building. So there's no back alleys or anything like that to where they can put their garbage in the, So on trash day, which is like every fucking day of the week, it seems like.
It's every evening.
Yeah, is it every evening?
It's every evening.
So every single evening, you get.
Like somewhere else is having trash day every evening.
Yeah, well, because there was a. Yeah, it must have been like they must be in like every other day or something like that. There was this group of restaurants. There was like 3 little restaurants next to each other, and these weren't big,
No,
but
they were the smaller ones.
they were little itty bitty side restaurants, but they're all in the same spot next to our hotel. And I'm walking Elfie over there, and there's literally a pile of garbage as tall as I am.
Yeah.
And it takes up,
a large part of the street.
A large part of the block. I mean, it was as tall as I was and probably 3 car lengths.
Yeah,
that's how much trash was just sitting on the side of the road.
And that's not sanitary.
No, it's not at all. And people are just walking around it like, hey, it's New York. Ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, I just don't understand why they couldn't,
Clean it up better.
There's just a lot of things that they could have done differently. So where like they say, oh, well, you have to put this area in your building to where a trash truck can come, a garbage truck can come in there, and they can empty a dumpster or something like that. To where that needs to be relegated into every block. Every block needs to have a dumpster area, like something like that, because it's fucking disgusting.
It is.
When every single block that you go onto has a pile of trash like that. It's gross.
Yeah, it's not sanitary. It's not safe.
But go figure.
Yeah.
It's a great city, though.
Yeah. I will say, though, it didn't smell as bad after Sandy.
Yeah, so we were there a few years ago. I think it was 2013 maybe we were there. And that was shortly after Hurricane Sandy had hit the area. And if any of you didn't know, New York was flooded.
And it made everything smell bad.
After Sandy. So it just, oh my God. All of the stench from the entire city was out on the street.
Yeah.
Because the whole city was flooded at that point. And you're very talkative today.
I'm waiting for you to get to shopping. Okay. But I will say New York does have some of the best shopping.
Yeah.
Like,
you're talking about one place in particular, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, tell me that place.
Nintendo World.
Nintendo World.
It's like the best shop in the entire world.
Mm-hmm. It's in Rockefeller Plaza.
And it's tiny. There's only one side with the name on it. So you have to know where it is to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Nerd Mecca.
That's a Nintendo Nerd Mecca.
Yeah. Like myself.
And
it's so pretty.
So we ended up getting early birthday presents there.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, got a couple new 3DSs.
Yes. Should I show mine off?
So it's right there.
Okay. I got because my birthday's first. So I got the red 3DS.
The new red. It's called
red.
New Reds here.
Can you be a little bit more cautious? You knocked my headphones off.
Good job.
Oh, poor baby.
Speak.
It's okay. But yeah, I got the new 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
And the new red, and it's really pretty actually. So
I think that these look a lot more polished than the old.
Pretty.
Because we had
I only have one complaint.
We had the 3DS XLs. I had the blue, and you had the red one.
Yeah.
These look a lot more polished.
They look polished. They're cleaner looking. The lines are better. I only
and
have one.
That damn face track in 3D. Oh my God.
Fantastic.
It works.
I will say there's only one thing I dislike about this.
What?
And you know what it is. So for every other iteration of the DS,
Oh, you're talking about the stylus.
I'm talking about the stylus. It has been on this side
Mm-hmm.
forever and ever. Well,
On the
stylus
side
is
of
not
it.
there
So
anymore.
you're right. You're right. You know. So all you had to do was pull with your little middle finger and pull that
Pull it
damn
out
stylus
so that you
out of
can
there.
do whatever you need to. No.
The stylus
not
is
anymore.
in the bottom
It's
of
on-
the new 3DS.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's right there.
Pops out of the bottom. That is so stupid.
Which is driving me insane. I like that the card is right there, though.
Yeah, the card's nice.
That's
then
wonderful
you,
because
then,
then
you
I
have,
don't do the friggin' dumbass
Yeah,
thing
you
up
don't
here.
have to like search for the power thing. It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to open up because I'm still playing Majora's Mask.
yeah, don't open.
It's
it
still
up.
going.
Yeah, and if anyone knows about Majora's Mask, there's a certain time limit thing. So
Yeah, unfortunately, with Majora's Mask, you in-game 3 days to get everything done. And I'm on like the 16th, second day.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is my first time playing Majora's Mask. I didn't
Yeah.
get the chance to play it on the N64.
Right. I did not either. So
But
I haven't
it's-
played it. So
It's a
I got Mario Kart 7.
I know. But remember, we're going to
I've
trade.
been waiting for Mario Kart 7 for a long time.
I'm gonna trade with you.
I've been wanting to get that one since I got the 3DS.
Yeah, I'm going to trade with you, though, and
And,
let you play Majora's Mask.
Mario
at the same
Kart
time.
7 is fantastic. I really like it.
When I'm done with Majora's Mask, you can play. But it's because it's a fantastic game.
Sorry if I'm a little bit sniffly. New York got me sick, literally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's really good. Was it Bloomies or?
but the
Where I got
Nintendo
my
World,
new-
the Nintendo World is really cool because
It's Nintendo.
like you got a
Direct.
shirt that has
I'm not
it's-
wearing
the
it today.
background of it is a trail, a sidewalk in Central Park.
Yep.
And there's
Link.
the Wind Waker Link, and he's like hunched over on one of the benches there.
And he's feeding
Uh-huh.
pigeons.
They have one. It's a black and white cityscape of
Mhm.
of a
New.
street, and Mario's popped out of one of the manholes.
Yeah.
And then there's also
They have these rare shirts
there's a
that you
picture.
can't get anywhere
There's a
else.
picture of a crosswalk
And Pikmin.
with a like a taxi there, and then there's Pikmin walking across the crosswalk. So
yeah.
there's like shirts that you can't get anywhere else, and it's
Mhm.
like this is only at Nintendo World and things of that.
Yeah,
nature,
Nintendo
so.
World exclusives.
And well, upstairs that day they were having the Smash Brothers
Smash Brothers
tournament.
tournament, which was hilarious.
This was way cool.
Like, it was so interesting because, well, all the parents were downstairs sitting, waiting
Mhm.
for their kid to get knocked out. But, like, we're shopping downstairs, and all of a sudden we hear, "Oh!" And I'm
Yeah.
like, somebody just died.
And then I was like, because we didn't know what it was, but the minute I heard him, I was like, I bet you they're having a Smash tournament. And I told you that. And then
Mhm.
you went over to the security guard and you said, well, what are they doing up there? He said, they're having a tournament. I think it's
Something
Smash. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
told you it was Smash Bros. So
So, like, every couple minutes, you just hear the, of somebody die or somebody hit a really good attack or
yeah,
something like that.
that was way cool.
And Kyle and I are just like, yep. And my parents are sitting or walking around with us looking, and they're just like, what? I don't understand what's going on. I was like, Mom, you just have to play Smash to understand.
Yeah, they'll never understand.
But they won't understand because they don't want to
Never
play with me.
understand it.
Which makes me sad.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Time is up.
I know.
Time is up, my love.
Okay.
I think this will work a lot better.
I like this a lot better.
Yeah, and then we can talk about one topic. We don't have to do about. It's all good.
Yep.
It'll be all good. So everybody, this was the Prolonged Engagement Show. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah. Oh, you didn't say which episode it was.
Oh, I don't know what episode it is.
I think it's, is it 18, 19?
19.
19.
19, yeah.
Yay! I saved
19.
it today.
Yeah, my name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah
And you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Sound Overlord. Sarah's.
at the Dark Raven 13.
Follow the show at TPE_show. Go to theprolongedengagement.com for all audio and video. Go to youtube.com/theprolongedengagement show. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're doing the shows less than 30 minutes now with only one topic. It'll
Huzzah.
be fantastic. I'm telling you, you're all going to love it, and so will all your friends, so tell them.
Yes.
Okay? And we'll see
See
you
ya.
guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.